Hey everybody, this is Caleb Johnson. Welcome to How to Properly Invite Prospects, Mastering the Invitation. Now, when you're mastering the invitation, that's the main thing that you want to do in any kind of business. I mean, you can be in network marketing, you can be in real estate, you can be in uh, financial services. You can be in any kind of business. If you master the invitation, you can always get people to take a look at it today. So today I'm going to share with you how to do that and how I do it. And throughout the presentation, I'm going to show you how to and what I use to master the invitation on Facebook, what invitation messages I use on LinkedIn, and as well, you can use these same messages for Google, Twitter, and all those social network marketing networks. So most of the time on social media, I just use just a one click paste message and it works all the time, guys. But I'm gonna go through the 8 steps, 7 steps that you use to uh, master the invitation, guys. All right, guys and gals. Okay, I don't want y'all gals to think that I'm calling you a guy. So I know there's some women on the line. So I didn't forget about you women. All right. So all right. So I want you to shoot over to CalebJohnsonOnline.com, and I'm gonna go, I have videos on YouTube that actually goes into more in depth of what scripts I use for Instagram, believe it or not, Pinterest, believe it or not, Twitter, and Google Plus. I got scripts on there that you can use. Excuse me, guys. That I've already made these videos for you guys, and it goes into a lot of details. I give you not just one script. I give you like 3 or 4 or 5 scripts that I use. Like when this person says this, what do you say after he says this, and so on and so on. It's like an 8 step system that's pretty awesome. So go ahead and go to check out calebjohnsononline.com/video blogs, or go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and you'll never miss another video. Every video I create, it will be on YouTube. So these are totally free trainings. Go ahead and check that out, guys. So, all right, so let's get started. All right, so it's 8 steps to a professional invitation. All right, guys. Now, when you're inviting for any kind of business, the first step is be in a hurry. And the second step, you want to compliment the prospect. Okay. The third step is make the invitation. And we're going to go through that because I'm going to show you the difference between the invitation and the presentation. You don't want to confuse the two. The fourth step is if I would you. I'm going to show you how you use that. The fifth step is confirmation, getting the commitment. The next step is confirm the commitment. The next step is schedule the next exposure or the next appointment. And then you want to just get off the phone, the last step. All right, so you can see it's a step process. Now, when you look at this, you might say, "Well, Caleb, that's a lot to do." It's really not that lot, but after you get through all these steps, it can literally take about 30 seconds on the phone. You don't want to be on the phone too long. You only have 3 minutes before that person has already decided that you're not someone they want to work with, and you can get all these steps in 30 seconds. And I'm going to show you examples today. All right, guys. All right, so be in a hurry. Okay. Now you see the bunny right there that says, "Oh, I'm late. I'm late. I'm late." Don't time to sit and say hi. Oh, goodbye. I'm late. I'm late. I'm late. I don't even know the song, but as you can see, be in a hurry. Now you want to be in a hurry because being in a hurry is attractive. Most business people, most successful people, are always in a hurry. They're busy. Busy people have money. That's what they say. Busy people, busy is good. If you are busy, if you're on this webinar and you have your schedule, you schedule your whole week out and you're busy, then you know how to manage time. And when you know how to manage time, people who know how to manage time are attractive to people who are already successful and know how to manage their time. Because if you're busy, no matter what kind of business you're in or what kind of business that opportunity that you want to show somebody, if they're busy, if they see value in that, they will find time, because if they're busy already and they know how to manage time, they'll be able to manage that business opportunity or insurance career right into their busy schedule. They can just schedule it. They know how to manage time. So don't let anyone ever tell you that I'm too busy. Because I mean, in network marketing and real estate, or in insurance industry, the financial industry, busy people, that's what you want to talk to. Busy people are where is that. So when someone is busy, that's a red flag. So, oh, great, this is someone I need to talk to because they're busy. They know how to manage time. They don't waste time, and they're busy because they can schedule a whole bunch of stuff on their plate on one time and still have plenty of time with friends and family. So here's some examples how you can be in a hurry. It's some simple scripts that I use, and you might want to just take a picture and write this down. But a script that I use is basically for a warm market. You say, I don't have time. I don't have a lot of time to talk, but it was really important I reach you. I love that one. I have a million things going on, but I'm glad I caught you. Okay. I'm running out the door, but I needed to talk to you really quick. Now, you can see this is a warm market prospect. So, from people who are warm market, people that you know, this will be a great script to use for that if you know them. They're warm, you have talked to them before. Now, for cold market prospects, I'll say, now isn't the time to get into this, and I have to go, but now is not the time to get into this, but I have to go. But I wanted to share some information with you. I have to run, but I would like to get your information from you. I'd like to get your opinion on something. And you want to get the message and set the tone of some urgency at the beginning. When you set that tone of urgency, then you know, and that prospect knows that you're serious. You set that tone of urgency. It builds up curiosity in that prospect. So when you do that, you automatically know that it's definitely someone you want to talk to, and that person says, okay, well, I wonder what that call was about. He's going to actually look forward to talking to you, or when you call them back. Okay, guys. All right, so the next step is a sincere compliment. You want to compliment the guy, you want to compliment the gal, you want to give someone a compliment. Okay, so people like compliments all the time. Now you might say, well, I don't know the person, it's a cold market. I'm gonna give you examples how you can compliment, but this compliment goes a long way. If you can compliment people, it goes a long way, because every day in life we go through, just life happens. Friends, family, husbands, wives, children, things happen. And if we're getting a compliment from a stranger or someone we don't know, it makes us feel good. We like to be talked about. We like to get compliments on just something simple, our hair, our shoes, or anything. Just anything that makes us feel good, that we know that we spend a lot of time on this morning doing. And if someone that we don't know recognizes it, or just gives us a accolade that compliments our accolades that we have accomplished, it really goes a long way, guys. And that's how you're going to get people to actually listen to what you have to say when you have a sincere compliment. For example, here's some examples of compliments and scripts that I use. For a warm market, for people you already know, you'll say, "Well, you have been widely successful, and I'm always respected the way you have done business." Now, that's for a business person or someone who has done a small business, or just a brick and mortar business person. You can definitely compliment them on that way. They'll be, "Oh, sure. Oh, really? Thanks. I appreciate that. I appreciate the kind words." Or you can say, "You have always been so supportive of me, and I appreciate that so much." They say, "Oh, well, anytime, this is what I do, Caleb, and I just want to help you anytime I can." Or you just say, "You're one of the most connected people I know, and I've always admired that about you." Oh, Caleb, you shouldn't have said that, but I appreciate that. You can see how that compliment, for people that you do know, that can be a compliment, just a simple compliment like that. So we'll start from the beginning. So you'll say, how would you say that you just got someone on the phone, and you'll say, "Hey John, this is Caleb Johnson. I don't have time to talk right now, but I know you have been widely successful and I'm always respected the way you've done business. There you go. I just did step one and let them know that I don't have much time to talk right now. That's my hurry. I'm in a hurry. Successful people like people in a hurry because they know they value time and they know at the beginning when you say that, you set that stage saying that you don't have much time, you're letting that prospect know that you're not going to be on the phone talking a lollygagging a lot. You're going to be quick, right to the point. So they say, okay, great. I might as well listen because he's going to be quick. He don't have a lot of time. I don't have a lot of time. Okay, great. So we're already connecting there. So we both don't have a lot of time. So we both are not going to be on this phone very long. So this is probably not going to be a sales call. For next, now this is cold market. For cold market, this is what I use. I'll say, you've you know for cold market, someone people that you don't know, you've given me or us some of the best service I've or we've ever received. You can use that for waiters or someone that you've went to you met to a meeting or something like that or something like that. You can actually say that as a invite, or you can say you are super sharp. Can I ask what you do for a living? That's a great one right there. For someone you don't know, people love to talk about themselves. They love to talk about themselves and talk about their friends and family, everything. Yeah, if you're super sharp, can I ask you what you do for a living? I use that one all the time when I'm walking or I'm out and about with my family, and I just say, "Hey, you look super sharp. Can I ask for what you do for a living? What do you do for a living?" And they always, and they tell me what they do. That's a definitely a compliment conversation starter. Or you could say, "You have made blank a fantastic experience. You have made my my restaurant experience a fantastic experience," or something like that. Anyway, anything you can put in that blank, it definitely works. This works for cold market as well. I use these all the time. I copy and paste some of these times. I say it out when I'm out and about sometimes. So it works all the time, guys, and it's pretty awesome. So definitely, you want to check that out. All right, so now after you have been in a hurry, you have complimented the prospect for warm or cold prospects. Now your next step is to invite. You want to make the invitation. Now, this is crucial. Do not confuse the invitation with the presentation. Okay? Let me say it again. Don't confuse the invitation with the presentation. So the invitation is the job of the invitation is to invite someone to take a look at what you have to offer. The presentation is the presentation to show them what you're offering. So let the presentation do its job and let the invitation do its job. A lot of people say, okay, well, they get on the phone, they say, I'm in a hurry, they compliment the prospect, and then what happens? They end up doing a presentation on the phone. Oh, this is XYZ company, and you can get this amount of money on this company, and this is the and then the guy's like, "What?" And that's not duplicatable. You can't build a business with saying your presentation, your company over the phone. That you can't duplicate that. And even if they want to get started in the business, how are they going to get started in the business if you're showing or saying your presentation over the phone? So what's duplicatable is showing them your link or your presentation on your website, which is duplicatable. And let that. And why do you think the company pays millions of dollars producing that professional website? So you can just show that video, and then your job is to make the invitation to that video. Okay, guys. So don't confuse the invitation with the presentation. All right, next step. So for warm market, now when you're talking to people, when you don't want to confuse the presentation, this is what I will say for warm market. I'll say, I found a business I'm really excited about. Now, this is inviting them, okay? This is the invitation. I found a business I'm really excited about, but what do I know? You have so much experience. Would you like would you look at it for me if I made it easy and let me know if you think I'm making the right move? Sorry about that, guys. I'll say it again. This is for warm markets for someone you already know. Hey, I found a business I'm really excited about, but what do I know? You have so much experience. Would you look at it for me if I made it easy and let me know if you think I'm making the right move? This is the best invite for any kind of network marketer, because when you first just getting started in your business and network marketing, and you have friends and family that you're kind of skeptical of approaching because you know how they are and you just don't know how to approach them, I would approach them with this, because this shows them, look, I found a business, I'm excited about it, you have experience in what you do, but hey, what do I know? But I'm not saying that you're interested, but look, can you look at this for me and see if I'm making the right decision? Can I get your opinion on that? And most friends and family always look after us. They say, they always telling us what not to do. You shouldn't do that business, you shouldn't do that. So this is a great invite for you to use when you know that your friends and family are always looking after you. Don't do this, don't do that, don't do that. And then when you say this invite, they're like, "Oh, okay, yeah, sure. I'll make sure if you're not, I'll make sure you're not making I'll make sure you're making the right move. I'll make sure you're not messing up." So that's a great invite right there for a warm market. So I love this one. Now for a cold market, you can say the business I'm in is clearly isn't for you. Okay, John, but I wanted to ask, who do you know that is ambitious, money motivated, and will be excited about the idea of adding more cash flow to their lives? That's cold marketing. Now, just come right out and say it. You say, "Hey, John, look, you look pretty sharp. The business I'm in is clearly isn't for you, but I wanted to ask, who do you know that's ambitious, money motivated, and would be excited about the idea of adding more cash flow to their lives?" Now, this is great and powerful because, for one thing, it's cold market. You don't know the person. Secondly, you're saying automatically you're taking this away from them. So they're looking at you like, who do I know who's ambitious, money motivated, and excited about the idea of adding cash flow? Well, that's probably saying in my head, well, I'm excited about that. I'm money motivated. I'm ambitious. Why didn't you ask me? Huh. So you can see the difference in that. It's kind of a mentality change. And when you say that to a cold market, it actually brings out the inner person. It doesn't bring out the bad person, but that person starts to open up because he's starting to think, hey, I'm all these characteristics. Why didn't you just come out and ask me? I'm not going to give you any of my contacts. I'm interested in this, so you can actually find a partner who's interested in this script alone. It's worked for me many times. I walked up to one sharp guy, and I say, "Hey, look, I know you're sharp, but this business, what I'm in, is clearly not for you. But I wanted to ask, who do you know is ambitious, money motivated, and will be excited about adding additional cash flow to their lives?" And then the guy says, um, uh, well, I mean, I'm actually ambitious and money motivated. I would love to add more cash flow to my life. So let's get your number now. Let's set up a meeting. Let's get together. So I actually set up a presentation with this guy, and I just walked up to him and I just automatically took the presentation away from him. I just assumed that he's not interested, and come to find out, this is reverse psychology. I knew he was going to be interested because he just looked too sharp, but I just took it away from him, and he made himself interested, which was pretty awesome. So you can see how that works. That works all the time. Now, next step is if I would you. Okay. Now, when you hear this, if I would you, I want you to think about this. Okay. If I would you, it's the next step in getting a confirmation and getting a commitment when you're talking to somebody. So, for example, if I gave you this magazine, would you look at it? Okay. It's this is powerful because this step is the best step in the whole process of inviting, because if you don't use this step, it shows the other prospect that you value what you have, and I'm not going to show you what I have unless you agree to look at it. If you don't agree to look at it, I'm not going to show you what I have. And that's all right, because I'm not going to waste my time and you're not going to waste your time looking at it. So that automatically, right there, just shuts the door. If you say this, if I share this magazine with you, would you read it? And they say no, you're in the conversation right there. I'll say, great, I appreciate it. I'm sorry this isn't for you. And then you hang up. That's it. You don't even waste your time. Don't go past this step. If this step is not clearly a yes answer, if I gave you a magazine, if I showed you a website, if I met with you at Starbucks, if I, would you go meet me at Starbucks? Would you read a magazine? Would you watch the website? Would you watch the video? Would you read the DVD or read the magazine? Would you? Yes. Once you get that yes, then you can move forward. Here's some more examples. If I gave you the DVD that laid out all the information in a very professional way, would you watch it? If I gave you a magazine or some other prospecting printed pieces, materials, would you read it? If I gave you a link to an online presentation that explained everything, would you click on it and watch it? So you can see if I would you. You have to get a if I would you. If that person says, he says, yes, I would watch it, then you can move on to next steps. So that person is already committed and accepted the invitation. So he said, yes, I'll watch it. So that's your first confirmation right there, okay? If I would you. Remember that, guys. When you're inviting, a lot of people forget about that if I would you, because the if I would you just shows that your prospect that you value what you have. You're not going to be sending out a whole bunch of links, whole bunch of magazines if they're not going to look at it. This is the step right here. You'll figure out and find out very quickly if they're going to watch it or not. If they're not going to watch it, then it's no purpose of even sharing the information with them. Now, get a time commitment. Now, uh, a time commitment. So at the end, when you get your time, you want to set that time when you're actually meeting with a prospect. Getting a time commitment is very crucial, because if you don't have a time commitment, and then if you say, okay, great, I'll follow up with you on Friday, and then on Friday comes about, and then it's going on 9:30 a.m., then it's 10:30 a.m., then it's 12:30, and so on, you start to feel awkward. You're like, should I call this guy back now? Well, no, I'm not going to call him back now because it's 12 o'clock and it's lunchtime. He's probably at lunch. Okay, I'm going to call him back at 2 o'clock. Oh, no, 2 o'clock is midday, so he's about to get off. He's probably about to get off his job. No, I can't call around 3 to 5 because he's probably in rush hour. And I'm not going to call him at 6 because he's eating dinner. 7 o'clock is probably too late. 9 o'clock, and now you're back to 9 o'clock. Now it's too late to call. So if you set a time commitment, already when you set the time commitment, you'll already know that when you call that person back at that certain time, he's expecting you to call him at that certain time. So you won't feel any awkwardness, or am I calling too late, or am I calling too early? You will know right off the bat if it's when you call him, he'll answer most of the time. Okay. Now, well, what if it is not definitive? Okay, well, you can say, for example, I don't want to waste your time or mine. Why don't we just lock in a time you have seen it for sure? So, for example, what I mean by that is, what if it's not definitive? So, if someone says, I don't have much time right now, but I'll think I'll be able. I'll look at it on Thursday, and we'll go from there. And then you'll say, and if someone is just trying to throw days at you, say, I'll look at it Friday, I'll look at it Saturday, I'll look at it Sunday, or something like that. And then you just say, well, I don't want to waste your time on mine. Why don't we just lock in the time and you'll have seen it for sure? So that's just, so you see right there, you're just valuing your time, because you want to get a time, because about following up is the fortunes in the follow up. If you can follow up on a certain time that they confirmed for you to follow up, your chances of getting them on the phone or getting them in your business is going to be higher, because they said to call you, they told you to call them at this time. So when you call them at that time, there you go. You followed up. You did what you were supposed to do. Now, if they don't answer that phone when you call them, then integrity is on them, and then they can actually look back when you leave that voicemail, and they can say, okay, this is the reason why I didn't answer, or they can actually just get mad at themselves for not keeping that word. But you'll know that you was a professional and you followed up at a certain time. You got a time commitment. But if you don't get a time commitment and you just calling him randomly on Thursday or Friday, Saturday, then yeah, of course, yeah, he probably won't answer that time at that time. So the key is to get them to say yes a second time. Saying yes to step four is not a commitment. Now, step four, remember, Step four is confirm the commitment. Okay, so if they say yes, they'll watch the DVD by Tuesday night. Your response should be, so if I called you on Wednesday morning, you have seen it for sure, right? They will either say yes or adjust the times a little bit, okay? They have now confirmed three times, okay? Three times they confirmed. If I would you, the time commitment, and now. If they say yes, they have confirmed three times. So if I call you on Tuesday night, your response will be, so if I call you on Wednesday morning, you have seen it for sure, right? So that's three times. If I would you, the second time is the time commitment that you asked them when you'll be able to call them back, and then now you confirm the time. So if I call you at that time, would you have seen it for sure, right? So that's three times they committed to that time. Now, like it says at the bottom, once you get three times they have committed, they're probably going to start adjusting it. It's like, it might, but they might not. But just ask the questions and answer them, and their answers made the appointment. Okay, it helps to keep it real. And whatever question you ask, the answer they give you is they set their own appointment because you asked them what time to give you a call back on. They told you. If I would you, they say yes. So if I called you on Wednesday, you have seen it for sure, right? And they said yes. So that's three times. So there you go. Okay, now get a time and a number. Of course, you already got the time, and you want to get the number that they're using that works out pretty good. Because what I usually say is, this a great number to contact you on? I don't want to mix business with personal use on a number. Yeah, it's like, yeah, this is a good number. This is my cell phone number. You say, okay, great, good. And then you say, what's the best number for you to time? What's the best number and time for me to call? And then you say, well, this is a great time to call. Call around like 5 o'clock. Okay, great. So if I'll call you at this number at 5 o'clock, this is a great time to call. You say, great, awesome. All right. Now let's kind of recap. Now that's when you get off the phone after that. Let's go back and recap at how you want to do a proper invite. Okay. All right. I'm going to show you guys. Okay. And gals, you want to be in a hurry. You want to compliment the prospect. You want to make the invitation. If I would you, get the time commitment, get confirm the commitment, schedule the next exposure, and then get off the phone. So I'm going to show you how to do a proper invitation right now with me over the phone, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it. Okay? You ready, guys and gals? Here we go. I'll say, great. Hello, this is Caleb Johnson. Yeah, so hey, is John there? Yes. I just had a quick question to ask you. I don't have much time to talk right now, but when I came across your profile on LinkedIn, I was very impressed with you. I normally don't reach out to people like this, but when I saw you, it caught my attention, and I have an idea how we can possibly benefit each other and work together on a project. Let me know if you're open to that. If not, no big deal. It was great connecting with you on LinkedIn. And then see how I said, see right there and there, I was in a hurry. I don't have much time to talk. I complimented him and everything. That's the first two steps right there. Now I'm making the invitation. He said, okay, so what is it? So out of that whole paragraph I just said, I'm gonna say it again. I just said I was gonna be in a hurry. I complimented the prospect and I made an invitation. So I'm gonna say it again. Hey John, this is Caleb Johnson. I don't have much time to talk right now, but I came across your LinkedIn profile or Google Plus profile, or I came across your contact online, or I came across your name on the telephone book. However, you're getting your leads. I came across you online, and I came across your on LinkedIn profile. My partner and I viewed your profile, your LinkedIn profile, and we were very impressed with you. We normally don't reach out to people like this, but I saw your profile and it caught our attention. I just had a quick question to ask you. Do you at all keep your income options open for making an extra stream of income if it didn't interfere with your full-time job? Something like that. So you can see I was in a hurry. I don't have much time. I complimented him. I came across your profile. I was very impressed with it, and I made the invitation. Do you at all keep your income options open? And he says yes. All right, and then you'll go right into the if I would you. Okay, great, John. So if I shared some information with you via email or proposal, would you be able to look at it and view it and give me your professional evaluation on it? I usually say that, and he'll say, yeah, sure. Now here's a time commitment. When you think you'll be able to view that information for sure, for sure. and he'll say, "Oh, I should be able to view it on Thursday." Okay, now you want to confirm the commitment. Okay, so what time on Thursday? That's just trying to lock down a time so we're not wasting each other's time. Yeah, I should be able to view it on Thursday, 9 o'clock. Okay, great. Now confirm the commitment. So by 9 o'clock on Thursday, now this is confirm the commitment. By 9 o'clock on Thursday, you would have already viewed the information. Is that correct? They'll say yes. You say great. Now the next third step is schedule the next appointment. So you'll say, okay, great. So we're gonna talk on Thursday at such and such a time, and then any questions you have, I'll be able to get your questions answered for you, and we'll go from there. I say, okay, John, thanks, I appreciate it, thanks, bye, and then you get off the phone. You end that conversation like that, so you can see, I've done this many times, talking to people on the phone over and over and over and over again. But this literally takes only about 30 seconds when you say it. Doesn't really take that long, and once you start inviting on the process, it's pretty awesome when you do it. So we're gonna actually do just a role play real quickly. We're gonna go into the chat. We're gonna do something a little different. We're gonna go open the lines, and whoever wants to role play with me, just real quickly, we're gonna do one little role play just to see how it goes, and we'll go from there. And then we're gonna go into the scripts real quickly, real briefly, and what I use for Facebook. So who in the line wants to definitely participate? So we have a couple people in here. Let's see if we can definitely open the line so we can get something here going. Alrighty then. Let's open the lines and see who we have on the calls.
The conference is now in conversation mode.
So who do we have on the line? Hello, hello. Is anybody there? Hello, I see a Sandy in the line on the conference call. Sandy, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, awesome,
I
awesome,
don't know.
awesome. All right, so we had a little trouble here on the phone. So you're our lucky person on the line. So I want to do a role play with you. Is that all right?
Okay.
Okay, great. So now we're gonna go through the 8 steps, and I want you to pretend I'm a prospect, and you're gonna invite me to your presentation. We don't need to say companies or anything like that, but so just say ABC company, and I'm gonna be a prospect, and I want you to go through the 8 steps, and then we're gonna go from there. All right?
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Go ahead. Hello.
Hi, hello?
Yes, this is Caleb.
Yeah, hi. I saw your profile on LinkedIn, and I have something may or may not be for you, but I was wondering if you would be willing to take a look at it.
Yeah, sure. Sure. What you got?
Oh, well, it's a new business that's starting. See that you're. I apologize. My husband is looking at me and talking to me at the same time.
It's okay.
It's a new business that I'm starting, and I see that you're an entrepreneur. Is one day this week, Wednesday or Thursday afternoon? Would you be available to take a look at this?
Sure. I should be able to take a view at the information on Thursday.
Okay, great. Thursday. How about is 1 or 3 o'clock better for you?
3 o'clock would be great for me.
Okay, great. 3 o'clock on Thursday.
Yes, that works.
Okay, great. I'll give you my phone number, and I will give you a call then. And will you be able to be in front of the computer?
Yep, I should be in front of my. Yep, yeah, definitely.
Okay, great. I'll contact you. I'll give you a call. I will confirm, and I'll meet you then.
Sounds good. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Thanks.
Awesome, awesome. That was perfect, Sandy. So, as you can see, that was perfect. You invited me to the presentation. You were in a hurry. Now, what you can probably do next time, at the beginning, just say, "Hey, I really don't have much." Did you say that or not? Or did you say that?
I did not say that. I
Okay,
missed
great.
that part.
All right, so next time at the beginning, just say, "Hey, I don't have much time to talk," because that's going to eliminate the rejection of what is this? Because if you say you don't have much time to talk, then they're not going to even have time to ask you that because they're going to be like, you're oppressed in time and you're trying to hurry up and get this invite, so they're not going to trying to because when you don't say that, prospects they try to fit in and try to see what you're saying and try to just kind of squeeze in what is this about? Is this network marketing or what is it? But if you say, well, look, John, I don't have much time to talk right now, but I just wanted to say this. I came across your LinkedIn profile. I was very impressed with you. I normally don't reach out to people like this, but when I saw it, it caught my attention. And I just had a quick question to ask you. Do you at all keep your income options open for making additional income part time if it didn't interfere with your full time job? So I say that very fast so they can see, look, I don't have much time. I said it. I didn't even give that person an even chance to even say what it is. So after I ask them that, they'll either say yes or no, and I say yes. He either says yes, I say great. So if I share some information with you, would you be able to view it? He says yes. I say great. So what time you think? What time of day would you think you'd be able to view it? You did perfect. You did that perfect, Sandy. When you gave me a time, you gave me times. That was perfect, 1 or 3, and then I gave you a time, and then you confirm that time, and then you just get off the phone. So that was very perfect. So guys, you can see that, guys and gals, you can see that was a perfect invite from Sandy. And when you want to invite, just at the beginning, just remember, everyone, just remember you want to be in a hurry, so it's going to eliminate a lot of rejection that you're going to get if you're in a hurry, so you don't have to worry about answering what is this or is this a pyramid scheme or anything like that, because if you're in a hurry, they're not going to have time to even ask you because you're going to be bam trying to get that presentation out there very quickly, guys. All right, so once again, that
The
was
conference
excellent,
is
Sandy.
now in presentation mode.
Let me get this. Once again, that was excellent. So now let's go into very quickly what messages I use for Facebook, Google Plus, and LinkedIn, and what you can use too. That is basically just a copy and paste kind of thing, which is pretty awesome. And you will see that right now. So this is what I use. All right, go ahead and copy that down, guys. Now this is for LinkedIn right here. This is what I use for LinkedIn. I basically say, so anyone who connects with me with LinkedIn, I basically say this. I say, look, I just copy and paste this message just like this, simply just like this. And I'm going to show you guys how it's done. So you see this message right here? I'll basically, I'll bring in a LinkedIn profile here, and I'll go to people who are pending invitations. These are usually like invitations I use. All right, so you can see this person right here. I have multiple invitations that are just sitting here waiting for me to accept. So what I do, I will go to, I'll find someone. Let's just find this one, a professional speaker. I would accept this person. Okay, this is how I use this message. Once I accept it, I'll click on the person, and then I would always endorse them, and then I'll click on message, and then I'll paste that message right in there like that. That's all I do, guys. And then the subject, I can just say hi. Now usually I just say thanks for connecting. Like you can see, it's already there. Thanks for connecting. And then what I do after that, I just send message, and then you can see it. It's right in the message box. There you go. It was nice to meet you. I've met some wonderful people on here, and I've made great new friends. As you view my LinkedIn profile and current activities, feel free to reach out to me if I can serve you in any way. Maybe we can pick up a phone. Maybe we can pick up a phone sometimes and say hello, opposed to leaving it where most do, just another email. My number, and look, guys, this works all the time. Oops. So make sure you change this, guys. I called her Matt. So so you gotta change that in there because I get copy and pasting so much. But so she probably will respond to me and say, I'm not Matt. I can say, well, sorry, I know your name is not Matt. I'll say something like that. Make it, make it, have fun with it. And they appreciate that. They say, oh, okay, okay. I know you know my name's not Matt. All right. So now another thing I use, that's for LinkedIn. And, oh, yeah, and another thing, this right here, gets numbers all the time. I give them my number, they always reply back to me with their number. So that can you can definitely add that person back onto your list. All right, another thing. There's the last one, guys. So this is the message I use for Facebook, Google Plus, and Twitter. It works all the time. So what you would do right here, where you see these little dots, you just want to put in Facebook here, or if you're using for Google Plus, you use Google Plus or Google Plus or Twitter. So how would you say it? You say hi. I have to apologize for not reaching out to you beforehand. I've been on my Facebook, or I've been on my Google Plus, or I've been on my Twitter for a while now, and I've seen your stuff, and we've never actually connected. One of my goals is to get to know more people on Facebook, Google Plus, LinkedIn, whatever you want to put there. You've got a great energy. What is it that you do exactly? This works all the time because it asks them what they do and it gets them talking to you. That's a perfect invite that I use all the time that just gets them to invite. I'm just inviting them just to talk about themselves. And then I just keep asking questions, keep asking questions, keep asking questions. And a couple questions that I ask, I can show you guys here. Um, are right here. Simple questions that I ask. I have everything here. So I would say this right here, building rapport questions right here. So I would say, what do you do? Or then I'll ask the next question. How will I know when I'm chatting with someone that they will be a good customer or client for you? I have people asking me about X all the time, X products all the time. Or you can say, how long have you been doing this for? Or you can say, how long how have you how have you primarily market your business in the past? Or you can say, how have you had good results with that so far, whatever they're doing? Or you can say, have you ever considered doing something else, or are you happy with where you're at? Are you working full time in your current business or job, or do you have other side projects that you're involved with? All right, or you can say, well, this may or may not be for you. That was great, Sandy, that you said it. I love that. But if I could share with you a way we could pay for our kids' college earlier, college education earlier than expected without interfering time wise with your full time jobs, would you be open to that? How soon do you think you can look at the information? That's when you send in the video and the presentation. All right, so you can see these are just different questions that I ask on top of this. So after I said, "Hey, I have apologized. What do you do? What do you do exactly?" After you ask them that, they'll probably say, "Well, I'm an engineer." And then this is how I will do that conversation. You say, "Well, I'm an engineer." Then you'll go right into it. So, "Oh, how long have you been doing that for?" "Oh, I've been doing that for about 2, 3 years." "Oh, okay, okay. Have you had good results with doing that?" "Yeah, I have good results with doing that." "Oh, yeah, that's pretty good." "Okay, so how would I know if I'm chatting with the right client or customer for you?" That people ask me about X contracting all the time, and he'll start talking about different clients that he would like for people to contact him or that he's looking for, and then you can go right into it and ask him right then and there, and you can say, "Hey, have you ever considered doing something different or something else, or are you happy with what you're at or where you're at right now?" Right there, you can act after you ask them a whole bunch of other questions just to get them familiar with you. You can go ahead and ask them that question to invite them to the business presentations. You can see them; they're open. So you're building. So this is what the 10 questions of building rapport. So that's what it does. So these 10 questions, I'm building rapport with the person, and the questions that I'm building rapport with, then I want to get down to the last question, which is, have you ever considered doing something else? And are you happy with where you at now? So guys, that's all I do when inviting prospects. Usually, when I use for the messaging, this is the message box that I use for just when people accept my invitation, or it send me an invitation. I send this so I can get their number. I send this to people on Facebook. That works all the time, which is pretty awesome. And how would I use that? So basically, you just go to here, just like this. Let's X out of that. Let's go to Facebook. I want to send a message very quickly, so you guys can see how I usually send messages to friends and family on my Facebook. And I would just go to friends. Let's just say we go to friends. Oh, friends are over here. And let's just choose, I don't know, somebody, right? Frederick. And then what I normally do is just put that paste, copy and paste just like that. And then all you have to do is change this right here. Make sure you change this, put FB for Facebook, and then you just change this right here, and then you put FB for Facebook. And then once you send that message out, it works all the time. You can start any kind of conversation with anybody on Facebook that you want to send. Now, I'm not going to send this to because I actually know him, but you can see how that works all the time. So guys, that's Caleb Johnson. Well, I'm Caleb Johnson. Y'all did a great job. Thanks, Sandy, for participating in that. And this is how you definitely um, invite prospects to your presentation. And when you're inviting, that's how you properly invite. So remember, when you're inviting, be in a hurry. You want to compliment the prospect, make the invitation. If I would you, confirm the commitment, get the commitment, then you want to confirm the commitment, then you want to schedule the next commitment, and then you want to get off the phone. So schedule next exposure and get off the phone. So guys, like I said, if you got value from this, go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. You'll never miss another video again. And go ahead and check out CalebJohnsonOnline.com. You can get these free trainings showing how to get the scripts that I use on Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, Google Plus, and everything like that. So I'll see you next time, guys, and have a great night. Thank you. Bye bye.